Good evening, guys. The other night I went on a rant, and a lot of what I had to say, dead serious, dead honest. Some things do need to change in your life. And everybody really needs to try to embrace a change that is positive for them. One of the things that I stated and I didn't elaborate on was this living at home until you're 30 garbage has got to stop. You really need to get out on your own. Part of that is true. It is. If you're living at home with mom and dad still, but you're taking that time to grow yourself and invest and build and start companies and grow yourself, then there's no issue. It's the issue that I have is the ones that are taking advantage because they want to keep playing. They don't want to take responsibility for their action. They don't want to take responsibility for themselves. They're too afraid to move forward. By all means, if your parents are giving you that safe haven to build a business and grow your business and build yourself up, then by all means. If you are in your career, you've decided that this is where you're going to be, this is what you're solid on, then you need to move forward. You need to keep progressing forward. I have made the mistake, as many people have, that I've followed the norm of society. And the norm of society is you've got to have XYZ by this age, and it's this and it's that, and that is all crap. It's all garbage. What you need to be doing is and this really hit home for me because I listened to a thing from Grant Cardone last night that really, I sat back in my chair and I was just wow. A little 30-minute podcast from him, and I sat back and I looked at everything that I did, and I screwed up because I got in my own way. A couple things that I did that I didn't take seriously, a couple things that I did that I didn't give my all into, and that's I can blame it on age versus experience. I can blame it on whatever I want to, but when it really boils down, the only thing that I have to blame is me. That's it. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. You got to have accountability for your actions. You have to maintain your own accountability. If you're going to build a business, then you need to focus on that. If you're going to build a relationship, you need to focus on that. If you're going to build anything, I don't even care if you're just trying to build your future, your house, your family, your friendships, your whatever, you've got to put your focus into it. You've got to put your all into it. You've got to put your mind into it. I partially stated that whole thing in sort of a frustrated manner because I've seen too many of my friends, great people, amazing people, who have these amazing ideas and they don't act on it. They don't. And they give me every stupid excuse under the sun. And I just look at them and I'm like, why? Why won't you do it? And one reason will be I don't have the funding. Then go get it. I don't have the equipment. Then go get it. I don't have this. I don't have that. Then go freaking get it. You get the idea. You come up with a plan for execution and you go do it. I've done the same thing. I've sat on my hands for some things because I've let my own life get in my way, and like I said, I got mad too because of myself, because I started living for everybody else instead of living for me. And it really put me back. I got in my own way. I'm not on time. I'm not moving the way I need to. And Gary Vee says it too. You know, if you need, what do you need all this stuff for? And I looked at it, and I bought a house that I don't need because I needed to fill a need at the time. Bought a car that I don't need, but I wanted it at the time. You know, this whole mentality of, oh, well, you need to have a house and a car and you need to create this, that, and that. That's all crap. You know, granted, yes, buy stuff. Don't look for the sale because, you know, then that you got to look at, and I'm going to bastardize what he said a little bit because I'm not going to say it exactly the way he did, but the way he said it was amazing. He was like, you go to buy something, you've got to pay into it to receive from it. And what I mean by that is the economic circle. The economic circle is going to be something that's going to be constant, and it's always going to be here. And he's absolutely freaking right. This economic circle that we live in is not going anywhere. It's not. It may change. Could get better, could get worse. The denomination could change. It could be money still. It could be credits. We never know. But even if we moved to a completely credited system, you've got to make the system work for you. Stop fighting against it. You know, we live in this mentality of, I gotta find a good deal. Well, the thing is so does everybody else. And then we bitch and complain and moan because, well, the money's not coming back. I'm not getting the money. It's because nobody wants to pay full price for anything. Nobody wants to pay for anything. And that's all the way around. I do it too. And I've got to stop it. You know, the bargain shopping idea really puts everything out because, well, why am I going to pay this for it in store when I can get it cheaper online? Well, you're the reason why people can't find jobs, you know, and then those of us who are reliant on that industry, we complain that, well, I can't find a job, and then it all runs full circle, man. You know, it really is amazing how temperamental this circle is. And the more I'm reading into it, the more I'm learning about it, the more I realize that, you know, not only am I part of the cure, but I was a part of the problem. I never came up with the solutions. I never figured this, figured that. I just kind of me it, you know, and I always complain about stop being me, and I'm over here me. You know, not lately. I've been really trying to focus on really paying it forward and doing it forward because that's really the way to go. You know, the old adage states that you got to spend money to make money, and it's true. You know, and everybody sits there and thinks, oh, well, you know, and this is one of the ones that really kills me. Everybody knows this saying, a penny saved is what? And you've already finished it before I even say it, is a penny earned. No, it's not. A penny is just a penny. That's it. It's just a freaking penny. So if you think about it, why do I want to hold all this money on one side and collect it all for me? Because guess what? And I say this as a joke, even though I did see one the other day. I've never seen a hearse with a trailer hitch. Yeah, I saw one the other day. I thought it was hilarious. It was carrying a U-Haul. I had to question it. But in all seriousness, whether you've got $100 the day you die or $10 million the day you die, you're going to get put in the same hole. Stop saving for a rainy day. Because guess what? I live in South Florida where it freaking rains every day. Oh, this is going to be my mad money. So you're going to spend it when you're mad? Because if you're a very conscious person, you're not getting mad all the time. So are you crazy? Are you going to use it when you go crazy? Because, I mean, by all rights, everybody's crazy to a certain point. I guess the real message behind all this is stop being scared. You know, you want to start the business, start the freaking business. You want to take the trip to Europe, take the freaking trip to Europe. You want to go to the Maldives? Go. You want to go to Bali? Go. You want to go to another state? Go. You want to try something? Go try it. The world's not going anywhere. It's not. The world will still be here when you get done on your expiration. I had a conversation with my dad the other night, and we were talking about my ideas, and he voiced exactly what I thought the issue was. And that is that one of the reasons that I was going through what I was going through was because I was too worried about 20 years from now. And so is a lot of the family around me, and that's why that they were having all these issues. And the real issue is what's meant to be is going to happen, so you need to enjoy it now. If that means taking that chance, taking that risk, who knows? It could be even better. You don't know. Your parents shouldn't be happy with how much money you're making. Your parents should be happy because you're happy. Your family shouldn't be dragging your name through the mud because you're not doing what they want you to do. Unless you're doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. And you know what I mean. As long as you're doing the stuff that makes you happy, as long as you are following your dreams and following your heart and doing all that, just freaking do it. Do it. Get out there and just freaking do it. Guys, I'm going to leave you on that. You're worth so much more than you give yourselves credit for. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.